I worked there in about 1999. Shop's been closed for 20 years, I guess. I've just traded this in. Doesn't work. So I did a Part-X on a Spetsnaz arms. Let's see what's inside it. The gears are locked. Lots of dust. It's probably got something broken, I reckon, but considering this is going to be 25 years old at least, it's not in bad condition. That's a fucking pity. Those, children, are what we call bunny ears. And this is how you used to have to disassemble the gun because you couldn't break it open. But they're intact enough the gun will live. The grease itself is just turned rock hard. So the wires aren't long enough. That's fucking shit. Doesn't work. So the wires aren't long enough in this that you can fit the motor in the correct way. So this is only going to work with certain pistol grips. That's shit. That is just shit. You can see the motor doesn't go in like that. It has to go in at a different angle. So I've got to extend this fucking wire. You're not winning me over here, T238. Don't pretend something's for an airsoft gun if it's clearly for a shitty gel blaster. I'm still loving the plastic mag release. Like, this is a proper original one, man. But way back then, right? History lesson. Way back then. The same as people spend 500 quid, 600 quid now on a TM recoil, and then spend £1,000 inside it having work done. In the same way, people would spend £350, £400 on one of these, and then they would spend £500 inside it, you know. But to start with, there wasn't anything to put inside it, so you were fucked. Fires. It's going to be firing at low power though. There you go. There's your power. 0.55 joule, baby. Hop was quite far on there. Yep, still 220 on the 0.25. Back then you had to be good at airsoft. Now let's bear something in mind, alright? Let's keep something in our fucking brains. The guns did around that power. That's what they did. These guns did around half a joule, right? They had hop up that kind of worked. It worked, you know, it was revolutionary. And you could hit people at maybe 30, 35 meters. That's how it was. And this was like fucking premium. This was completely like top of the top. We had one game in the morning, lunchtime, one game in the afternoon. There was no chrono. There was absolutely no need. So you just, everyone get ready, put an armband on, go to your start points, keep your eye protection on, go and find the gas can. When you're dead, go back to the safe zone. That's it. You got shot once in the morning, you're out all day. No one cheated, no one screamed and shouted, it never fucking happened. And now, when you're back in the game, within 2 minutes, sometimes a minute, in CQB, screaming, shouting, non-hit taking. Throw me a fucking bone. Tell me why it is. Tell me why Airsoft has changed. Tell me why a lot of people who used to play don't want to play anymore. Now, there is nothing that I can't do to this. I can do fucking anything to this. Anything. No problem. Anything you could do to a gun now, you can do to this. But I'm here testing functionality and nothing else. So there was another little video that got corrupted, and it's a pity. It is me doing another T238. Basically, I've been sent a whole pile of them because I think my videos leak back to them. So they've sent me some more. They're going to send me a brushless motor. I think is very funny actually, considering. But they're going to send me a brushless motor. I have basically I spent a good while installing it into my AMD 65 Cerakote Magpul thing, and I said amusing shit that I normally say and all that other crap. It went straight in. There were no issues whatsoever. It literally went straight in and worked straight away. I didn't set up the trigger yet, and I probably won't. It doesn't matter, so it's doing semi and full, but I'll give you a blast so that you get the idea. Semi's there. Semi's there. I haven't got the sticker in the right place. That's why the full auto doesn't work. So the sticker is all the way down there for full. I only use the semi-auto. It seems to work perfectly fine. This is a completely standard Golden Eagle gearbox. I did nothing to it. No short stroking. Blah, 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 blah. The only thing I did was cheat this into staying in place. But this is one of my guns. So it went in straight away. There were no hassles. But that portion of the video is missing. I'd be more pissed off if the unit didn't work, but it does. It seems to work absolutely flawlessly. So that is 2 of 2 that work. The V2 digital was fussy to go in, but this one is running off of an optical, and it seems to work absolutely fine. So there you go. There's that one. And Magpul. Oh. So far, I've had a success of 2 out of 2 on these units. They've sent me 5 in total. One of those is incredibly sticky. What the fuck is that? So, let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3. It'd be nice. Digital trigger unit Bluetooth version. I'm never going to touch the Bluetooth function. I just don't care enough. Oh, just give me my stickers, you bitch. Stickers are so good. They do come off like that. But it did stick to there, I guess. So that's a start. Okay. Looks to be completely optical. I think. Maybe. Let's fuck off the gel blaster wires. because we don't need them. But I had a long conversation with somebody about how to make this, where I'm going to put the battery. So it normally goes in a PEC box and fucking blah 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 blah. And it never occurred to me, dickhead, you've put a fucking tube on it. You can just put the wires in the back. You can't. So this is only doing about 0.6 joules. And it's too super rare for me to want skirmish. I had to get this one from Germany, so it was always going to be low powered. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's awful. Fucking hell. I mean, when you fired it, it was quiet as fuck, so... Not surprising. What the fuck? That's weird. That's a weird fucking rack to have. Look at the nozzle. It's a good nozzle. It's brass. There's an O-ring. I'm going to go inside and clean this. And I'll finish the job tomorrow once I've cleaned everything. But fucking hell! That is shit, isn't it? Right, cleaned out the gearbox. As best I could, anyway. There's still this stuff here, because it doesn't... It's completely unaffected by fucking grease cutter and things. It's quite insane. I've cleaned out most of it. I didn't do all of it because I'm lazy. Right. Can't use that the way it is, so I've got to modify it, which sucks. Normally, with a Perrin and a Syma casing, I remove that nub completely and then just use a longer self-threading screw, but I want to try and stick to what they want me to do with this. The more I look at it, the more that fucking grease appears. Right, so that has to bounce. It has to, because that area there is a flat surface, and these things are raised up. The contact points for these pins are raised up. So it can't fit smoothly on there, so that's shit. That's shit. So I'm going to try and make them smaller. You can see how I've just buzzed those down so they're a little bit lower. I will make them smooth, but not quite yet. I'm not going to apply the sticker yet either because there's no power going through it. There we go. Look at that. That sits a lot better. So now I know that I can just make them even smaller. So now I'm going to put the sticker back on to cover them. I understand that they're cheaper units. I get it. But from what I get to see on a daily basis, and from what I say, your average airsofter is thick as pig shit. They will just slap it in and bust it. And maybe that's what I did with the ones that I bought. Maybe they had protruding bits. Who's to say? Secure enough, I think. That should do it. I was just thinking, you know, how I want to explain to people which ones I found easiest. Well, they come in blank boxes. What the fuck? I don't know. Now, if this doesn't work, automatically, the comments are going to be, well, it didn't work because you filed those bits off the back. Yeah. If I hadn't done, it definitely wouldn't have worked. So I'm waiting for that bullshit in the comments. As always, I'm glad you've got an opinion, but keep it to your fucking self. There's nothing over here that's going to press into them, so that's fine. No idea if it's keeping mechanical safety, so I'm just leaving it out because I don't give a fuck about that. Right, okay. Gearbox doesn't close. There you go. It's too big. It's too big. You've got to modify the gearbox. Let's not hold it against it yet. Would I be so judgmental if it was a Perrin? Shit happens. Right, it just about closes now. To remove that little prong there. When you put a tight knot on a Krytac, not be judgmental. Be good. The last one of these had so little sticking capability that I couldn't be asked. So, super glue. Good old super glue. Done. Make them reflective. You put like a reflective finish on it, they won't stain. Semi. Fuck. What the fuck? It's where I've got to turn my brain on. I'm fucking shit at that. Semi's there. Okay, I've spent a while fucking around now. I can't make that selector sticker do its thing. There's nothing else I can say about that. I'm happy with Semi. I have no words about what just happened there. I do not know. Haven't got a clue. Clean out this one-of-a-kind trash hop unit that I do not want to break. Maple Leaf will do it. It's a 50-degree monster. Yeah, I've got an AR-57. Because who in their right mind would not want the glory that is an AR-57? I mean, look at it. Just look at it. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. But does it work? It does not. It has instantly stopped working. And that's it. It's already stopped. It's already stopped working. Now it works. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand what the fuck just happened. Yeah! 0.25s. 1.1 joule. 1.1 joule. Lovely. I'm in. So that's my third T238 that I've done from this batch of 5. What do I think of it? That one, that's a fuck up. You cannot even begin to expect the end user to modify the actual unit. I understand modify the gearbox. As far as I'm concerned, if you've made a particular gearbox, it doesn't quite fit in, like Krytac, etc., that's your own fucking fault. That's not the fault of T238 in any way, shape or form. But when the unit itself needs to be modified, that's a fuck up. What else could you possibly call that? They have designed that to go into a plastic-bodied fucking shitty gel blaster. That's what it's for. Don't market that thing as being for airsoft, because it's not. It's for a plastic gearbox. You've put some fucking stickers in there. Oh, that'll help for the people wanting it for airsoft. I know the Gel Blaster community are going to go, well, you know, for us, we understand that we are stuck with what we've got. For those guys, yeah, fine. But don't market that as a unit for airsoft. Don't do that, because it's not designed with airsoft in mind. Because if you'd have done that, you would have done the simple task that I did and just buzz the back of the massively high solder points, you know? That's what you'd have done. So I'm a little bit, well, that one's crap. I cannot make the selector function work. I cannot do it. It seems to be almost random in how it works, which is very, very, very frustrating. It shouldn't do that. It should just work. You know? I have yet, after the many times I took it apart and put it back together again, I've yet to find a way to make the selector actually do what it's meant to do. I've tried every combination. It's got fuck all to do with those white stickers, I tell you what. It seems like the positioning of the selector plate is such a big part of how it works. You can have it so that your semi-auto is there and it moves over to full auto, or you can have it so that the semi-auto stays all the way to there and your full auto is all the way down here. This selector plate is only going to be where it can be, and that's a very standard shape and size of selector plate. The next two I will do at my own pace, but so far we've got a... yeah, it works, but it's fussy on how it goes in. One that, yep, flawless, and one that was not only fussy to go in, but the selector plate points are completely wrong for where they've got the sensors. That unit is definitely for Gel Blasters and nothing else, so it's so hard to figure out which one you've got as well, because, I mean, the instructions are just nonsense, blank nonsense. Every single manual seems to be exactly the same. And I know this is Bluetooth controlled, but I'm not gonna do it. On one of these manuals, when I scanned that, I'm gonna do it in a second to see if I can get any screen grabs to do it again. It just gave me loads of guff and tried to sell me fucking penis enlarging medicines and nonsense. Just, it's not an instruction manual, you know? It's not an instruction manual.